but I think that we have seen all 3 bomb sites, and I'm going to show you some screenshots and give you a little bit of argument for why I believe that. Hello everyone, my name is the King Live, and it is a great day to talk about Project A. Man, that is so cheesy. We're gonna stick with it, okay? Today we are talking about maps. What can we expect, dude? By Christopher Columbus. He loves maps. He's a big maps boy, okay? We're gonna be talking about Project A maps, what we know about them, what we can judge, and what creates a good map in a game like CS:GO and stuff like that. So let's get into it. What is confirmed about maps? You see, we have the little map from Dora the Explorer. You love this guy. You gotta love him, okay? We have confirmed that there will be maps in the game. Isn't that exciting? Some maps have 3 bomb sites. Not sure if the confirmation is all maps. I know that some maps have 3 bomb sites, though, is what we've heard. And then maps also prioritize playability over aesthetics. So that's really cool. So this is going to be more similar to Counter-Strike as opposed to, I'm trying to think of other games that are really flashy. I don't think Overwatch necessarily prioritizes aesthetics, but sometimes it's difficult to tell with all the particles on the screen, like who your target is or where you're looking. This isn't a problem, supposedly, in Project A, was what we heard. So anybody who's watching this video, if you don't know who I am, my name is the King Live. I cover mostly Project A content. I do live PowerPoints and discuss stuff like this on stream, and then we upload it to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. If you do enjoy the videos, I have 30 videos about Project A on my channel. That is the most out of any creator, dude. I am the #1 Project A creator, so looking forward to that. If you guys enjoy the content, be sure to head over to the channel, subscribe, join the Discord. We have a lot of really cool people in there, and eat your vegetables. Jesus, dude, your mom's been telling you to do this forever. Eat them. What is standard map design? Okay, so standard map design in a game like Counter-Strike generally has around 3 lanes. So if you look on the screen right here, we have this is a picture of the Inferno map on Counter-Strike. For the terrorist side to come in, or the offensive side, they have the banana that they can go down, they have middle, and then they have alt mid. This gives them a lot of options for which path they want to take. Rather than just being pigeonholed into taking one side or the other side, they can just take through these paths and occupy more of the map through this way. It's very strong for the attacking side to occupy a place like middle in a map like this. So if you look at a map like Dust 2, when you occupy the middle of the map, it makes it very difficult for the counter-terrorists to rotate between the sides. I want to take the tramp path. Like T-ramp. Oh my god. Another thing we can talk about too is collision points here. So collision points is a term used for the spot where counter-terrorists and the terrorist side on Counter-Strike will meet on the map. So generally that'll be around banana here, around middle, and around alt mid. I think something that's important to note here is that I don't think you want your collision points to exclusively be on the bomb sites. So if it's just on the bomb sites, that means that whenever the terrorist gets to the bomb site, then that's where they meet. I think it's important to have little places like in the middle of the map for them to fight over control over these places that are potentially not bomb sites. It gives them a little bit more leverage to have that middle of the map, and I think that's important to have a collision point like that, rather than just having dead set paths towards the bomb sites or paths where people aren't going to cross. You should have the possibility for conflict in multiple different places on the map. What will Project A maps look like? Well, so far, we've actually only seen 1, potentially 2 maps, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. Project A maps are going to have 3 bomb sites, like we said before. Not necessarily on all maps, but at least on some of them. We know that there's going to be 3 bomb sites. Because of the 3 sites, I think 3 lanes likely won't work the same. So you saw previously on the screen, we had the 3 lanes on the Inferno map right here. In Project A maps, because of the collision points, having 3 lanes with 3 bomb sites, I think won't work necessarily the best. I think you're going to have other places where the enemy team will collide with each other to make the map really feel good and play well. We actually got a small glimpse of the map layout. I don't even know if a lot of people realize this. Within the trailer, I actually I made fun of this in a previous video, and it didn't even click in my head what I was looking at. In my video, it's called Project A just got a little better. I'm talking about quality of life changes, and I'm saying that in the video, you should be able to resize your map. This map is massive. Is what I was saying. I was saying this is massive to be on the screen. This is like 1/4 of the guy's screen. Luckily, what I didn't realize is it's large enough to read. Oh my god. So I redrew it myself so we can easily understand it, and we can follow what the map is kind of going to look like. And then I'm going to compare it to some of the clips that we've seen within the game so that we can actually like see some of the positions that we've probably seen already. So what should we note? This is my drawing of the map. It's a little scuffed, I'm going to be honest, but for the most part, I think it does a good job. Seemingly, when you look at this, there's 5 separate lanes that the attacking side can go on. So I'm assuming this is the defending side here, and this is the attacking side. And I just picked out these bomb sites. I think that this is likely. If you look at the last screen, it kind of looks like these are highlighted a little bit in like yellow. So I'm thinking that those are bomb sites. The attacking team could take this lane right here, this lane right here. We got one right here, one right here, and one right here. So that's 5 potential lanes for them to take, supposedly, comparing this to the map right there. You can just pause it, zoom in on it if you want. Lots of long corridors is another thing to note here. So this could just be this particular map, but for somebody with a sniper rifle or anybody with a long-range scope, this is going to be a very strong place for them to hold. All these little corridors right here, they can just aim down here and potentially snipe somebody out. I think this is really interesting. And then there's lots of connections to the center site is what I noticed. So when you look at this here, you can come in from this side, you can come in from this side if you're attacking, and you can kind of come in from this side. So that's 3 as opposed to the 2 on any other site. My worries for defending players. I think that they might be stretched too thin. I'm not really sure. We haven't heard anything terrible from people who have playtested it about the defending side, but with 3 bomb sites and 5 players, that's going to, like, realistically, if you do the math, 1 player is going to be defending a site alone. Imagine if all 5 of the attacking players push that site, that 1 player. How's he going to possibly defend that? He's not, obviously. He's going to have to give up the site, which makes it kind of worrisome unless attackers need to plant 2 bombs to win, which is possible. Maybe they have to plant and they have to detonate 2 bombs to actually win the game. Because what I was thinking is, why would anybody want to take a center site here if they could just take one of the side sites? It's going to take longer for people to rotate to it. If they could take center site, that would give them a lot of advantage in taking any of the other sites because it would be difficult to rotate to. CTs are going to be able to rotate to center site pretty quickly. So I was thinking if you had to plant 2 bombs to win, potentially they could just sacrifice one of these sites when it gets planted. I think this would make the game really interesting. Like, what would this mean for this game? So if you needed 2 bomb plants to win, attackers would plant the bomb, and then they have decisions to make here. Do they all stay and defend the bomb in case that they come to retake and they lose it? Or do they leave 1 or 2 people to pursue a new site? So maybe they leave 2 people on the site, say they took it with 5 people, and they send 3 of those people to go retake another site or contest another site. And this would make the defenders question, do we attempt a retake, or do we count our losses and prepare for the next attack? Because if the defenders all leave their own sites to go and retake the site, and then they go to plant a bomb at a different place, now they have a second issue to worry about. I think this is really interesting, the decisions that they would have to make. Then it's not as desperate for you to go immediately to go and take a new site or to go defend a new site. Once the site gets taken, I don't need to go retake it, is what would be what's going on in this situation. Another thing to consider here, though, is oftentimes taking a site is really difficult and it requires like a lot of smokes and grenades. Imagine in Counter-Strike, sometimes you use all like, no, you don't normally use all of them. Sometimes you defend for the retake. But like, say you throw 3 smoke grenades onto the site and then like 5 flashbangs or something. You don't get those back. So you need to take over another site and then prevent retakes with all of the smokes that you have. That would be really difficult. So that would be a reason why they wouldn't have this. Maybe it is just the 1 site, but that does kind of worry me. I think it might become kind of difficult for people to win on the defending side. So what about the clips that we have seen? What the maps look like based off of what we've seen, we've potentially seen all 3 bomb sites. I don't know if this is a statement that a lot of people have made. This is a statement I think I'm going to make. I'm not, none of this is for sure. This is my prediction, but I think that we have seen all 3 bomb sites, and I'm going to show you some screenshots and give you a little bit of argument for why I believe that. This is potentially also not even on the same map, just for the record. So these could be the map that we see in the little picture that I was showing earlier and the clips that we have. Those could potentially be 2 different maps. We don't know for sure, but if they were, we have screenshots and drawings to show you. So the rifler clip. This is the clip in the fort yard. Or the fort yard. This is the clip in the courtyard. The guy's using the rifle. He lands the triple kill. One is the guy walks out of the door on the left, right here, as you can see. And then the guy walks out on the right, and then he takes a long shot against this guy right here. This rifling clip, I think, is on Site A. And if we go back here, actually I have Photoshop open too. Here, let's open that up. That is this guy, or I'll open up the map here. So I think that this is on, I have it listed as Site A. Yeah, and that's right here. So I think that this is this guy coming in from this side right here. This is potentially a wall that you can access. And I'm thinking that he walks in from this side, shoots the guy coming out of this side, like right here or something, shoots the guy walking around the box right there, and then takes the long shot. The only reason that I think this is because it doesn't really fit anywhere else on the map. I think particularly this is it. And then also, if you go back to here, people have pointed out that it looks like the cord's kind of attached to this thing right here, which kind of signifies that this could potentially be a bomb site. So that's why I think that this is it. And it seems like the player's defending on this side. So this could be an attacking player, but I don't think so. So for the most part, I think that this is the bomb site A, this one right here. This next one, I'm pretty sure that this is bomb site B. This seems like a center bomb site on the map if you're going to have 3 bomb sites. We know that there are 2 side connections. So we see somebody coming from the right there, and then we see somebody coming from the left. And then we know that the player came in from a little courtyard looking thing, long path. We don't know anything behind them, but we've seen 3 clips or something of people walking into this building. So that's kind of what it looks like, the layout right there. That would be right here, supposedly. We see this little dip right here. And that also shows up in this clip right here. You get a little dip right there. So that could potentially be leading to both sides. Another specific reason that I think that this would be right here in the center is because of the way that this bends around right here. If you look at the screenshot, you see there's a little shadow right there, which kind of signifies that there's probably a wall right here. That's how sunlight works. I don't know if our gamers friends go outside very often, but when sunlight comes in, if it hits like a barrier, it actually creates a shadow. And I think that that's that shadow right there. So now that I explained shadows to you guys, we're gonna move on. Okay. In this sniper clip, this is the 3rd clip that we get. This is the 3rd and final position that we see through the sun. This is the 3rd and final position that we see through the trailer, or through the glimpse that we see. Basically, somebody walks in from the left. There's a sniper player right here. He snipes that person, and then he steps out and jumps in the air and snipes that guy. We do see that there's probably more area here to the left, and I specifically circle this side on right here, because I don't think that there's anything over there. We see a character step in from the left, but I think that he might have just been playing to the left right there, much as you see right here in the clip. It looks like you exit this area, and then there's a little spot to the left, kind of like B site on Dust 2. So I think that that's what we're looking at right there. I think that these are all 3 of the bomb sites that we see throughout this. This is bomb site C, this is bomb site B, and this is bomb site A. The only reason I think this is B and not like A or anything else is because it's signified on the wall. These 2 could be swapped. C and A could easily be swapped. So, and that's all I got, dude. That's all I got on maps. You made it through. If you watched this entire video, let me know what you think. I want to hear what other people think. Do you think that we're going to need 2 plant bomb? Or do you think that we're going to need to plant the bomb twice to win? Or do you think that it's just going to be a 1 plant and then you win for the attacking side? I don't really know. It's kind of a guess. It could be a thing. Could not be a thing too. I could be completely wrong about all this. I want to fully disclose that. I'm feeling pretty confident about this one actually though. I don't know. I don't want to brag, but historically on a lot of this stuff, without the extra information that we've gotten, I've been pretty right so far. We're getting a lot of information. I'm like, dude, I had a video on that. So if you guys are looking forward to any of my stuff, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go check out some of my other stuff, and join the Discord. Like I said earlier, we have so many freaking cool people joining lately. This Discord is actually growing quite fast, and we have a lot of people chatting. So that's like really freaking cool. I know that there's the Project A Discord, so if you guys are interested in joining that, feel free. But we also have our own little community. So if you like a smaller community, that's us, dude. We got it for you. Okay. Thanks again.